Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda Rose and I am a high school teacher in Brooklyn, New York. And the first thing I want to say to all of you is happy summer, we made it. For any of you who are just about to start teaching and for all of my teachers who have just made it through one of the most difficult years of our career, I just want to say congratulations. I know that this year has not been easy by any means. I have also felt it as well. A lot of crying days and nights and afternoons and a lot of frustration and a lot of anger. And so we are on the other side of what seems like a period in time that is coming to an end when it comes to education, as far as being completely remote, which I was for most of this year. And it was extremely difficult. So I don't know what your teaching journey was like for the last year and a half, almost 2 years, but I just want to again say congratulations that we have made it thus far and you are now enjoying a well-deserved summer. So as you noticed, you clicked on this video because I wanted to talk about 5 things that teachers should do, would be a good idea to do during the summer. But before I get into that video, I do have to do something a little cheesy. One, I do want to encourage you guys to make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And 2, I do want to remind you all that I am selling stickers. Now here's the thing, I usually don't talk about my stickers. I throw them in here and there. They're always, the link is always in my description box, but I haven't had anyone purchase my stickers in a while and they're just here taking up space, and I just want to get rid of them at this point. As you guys know, I'm in the process of moving, and so I don't want to have to carry these things with me, especially if I know that they're not as much of a hot commodity as I really had hoped that they'd be. So really quickly, I want to show you the stickers that I have on sale, and you can find them in my Etsy shop. They are $2 each. Again, I have lowered the price. They were $3 before, but I want to try to get rid of them, but also make some of my money back for all of the costs that it took for me to make them. Also, all shipping is free, so keep that in mind as well. You will just be paying for the stickers. Okay, so just as a reminder, here are the ones that I currently have on sale. This one is because I am a history teacher at heart through and through, and so it's pretty much a post-it note that says to-do list, drink coffee, and teach history. So that's one, again, that's on sale. Another one that I really love is this really large sticker, like look at it compared to my face, that just says teach love with an ombre effect. The third one is actually a clear sticker that says teach multiple times in a variety of colors. And again, when you peel it back, it is a completely clear background. The next one is a square one that just says I teach history with a globe there in the middle. I like this one. It's fairly simple, but again, that is an option. And the last one, which is probably my favorite and what really inspired me to want to create stickers in the first place, is this round one that says I teach world changers. I definitely believe that this is true for every single one of us. And so again, if you want to grab a sticker for yourself, for a friend, for a teacher, people that you know, these are the ones that are available. You can find the link in my description. Help me get rid of these, you guys, so I do not have to bring them with me when I move. But that's pretty much it. Let's get into today's video. 5 things that every teacher should do during the summer. The first thing, and probably the one thing that we feel the most guilty about, but you should definitely rest. Being a teacher is difficult because we know that there is always something to do. And I've spoken about this in my previous videos, but it is extremely easy to consume yourself with constantly thinking about your job, about teaching, about revising and changing things. And so please, please, please take the time to genuinely rest. I think when we're constantly on the move and always doing and doing, that even being in a restful state can feel uncomfortable. It can feel difficult to rest, especially for someone like myself. I always feel like I have to be doing something. but I highly advise you. We do not know what is on the horizon for next year. So please take an opportunity to rest. It is okay to do nothing. It is okay to watch Netflix. It is okay to binge on TV with popcorn and a jar of ice cream. Does ice cream come in jars? Clearly you can tell I don't eat ice cream. But it is okay to be that during the summer. Go to the beach, enjoy the outdoors, be with your friends, go get dinner. Please take the time to make an effort to not think about work and enjoy this time off. No guilt here. Take time to rest. The second thing I would highly advise is that you plan your days. Now, I know this may sound a little counterintuitive because my first point was to rest. But rest doesn't always mean sit there and do nothing and sleep. But rest can be doing things that you enjoy. So I highly advise to plan your days. I have been teaching for what is now 9 years, and I cannot tell you how many summers go by and it is August and I am confused. How did the summer go by so fast? What did I do? And I end up feeling a bit guilty about the fact that I didn't do as many things as I would have hoped, or I didn't really fulfill my summer desires because I just went as the days went on and not fully planned things. Please, even if it is one time a week, set out a time and place to actually go somewhere, do things that you enjoy, go play mini golf, go to the movies, go to museums, go to botanical gardens, go to the beach, have a weekend getaway. Please believe me when I tell you the summer goes by so fast, and the best way to use your time is to have a plan for your time. The third thing I would advise is organizing your drive. Now, I'm assuming that most of us used Google Drive for this last year. I know I did because we were using Google Docs and Google Classroom, and so my drive is a mess. I would highly advise taking out maybe 2 hours a day for maybe the next 3 days and just putting things into folders, maybe organizing them by topic. I have spoken about this in previous videos. I think it is highly effective and necessary to organize your desktop on your laptop or your Google Drive. It will be so much easier when you're looking for things in the upcoming school year. Now again, don't overwhelm yourself and feel like you are working, which is why I said maybe 2 hours a day, just so that you can get things in order, especially for maybe the first month of school. I think it would be really helpful even to clear your mind and know all of this stuff is already set up, it's already organized, I know where all of this information is. Again, I've learned this the hard way where I am scrambling in the first couple of weeks of school because I forgot what I titled certain things or I can't remember exactly where the document is. Definitely taking the time to organize your drive will be a huge lifesaver for the next upcoming school year. The fourth thing I would recommend is to just brush up on your content. Now here's the thing, I know for many of us, either we are just learning the content that we are about to teach, and so you may feel overwhelmed. Planning your day, maybe just an hour a day, reading a certain book, maybe reading articles, watching a video, and taking some notes, just brushing up on your content so that you feel confident when you are entering the classroom. Or maybe there are some really cool PDs or maybe some really cool free classes that you can take that really just help provide a different perspective to the content you have already taught. For myself, I think that this is highly important, especially because I have been teaching the same subjects for so long. You never want your content to feel dry or stale. You always want it to come from a place of passion. So what I've learned is getting PDs or paying for specific courses that can add to my CTLE hours really helps rebirth or spark this new passion of my content. And so I highly advise that as well, especially if you have been teaching for a really long time. Finding classes that can help just bring an aha moment or provide a different perspective, or can allow you to view things from a specific group of people, maybe an indigenous group of people, maybe from a specific community that you don't necessarily always bring up in your classroom. This might be a really good thing to challenge yourself this summer and just learn about something new that is still related to the content that you teach. And the fifth thing I would recommend is to consider a new project or assignment that you have never done before with your students. Again, I'm speaking from my own personal experience, but because I have been teaching my current topic for the last 8 years, it can get difficult to really think of new things, and it's really easy to just go with the flow and fall into habits. But I would highly recommend that you take the time to see what are other teachers doing when they're teaching your content. Maybe you know of some other teacher friends. Ask them how they usually interact with their content. What are some new programs that they're using? Maybe check out Nearpod or Padlet. I would just say, think of something cool and different that can not only challenge your students, but can also challenge you as an educator. I know for me, those are the things that I feel the most fulfilled with when I am challenging myself to think of new ideas, new assignments, new projects that will be beneficial for my students, but really help me loosen or release the control in my classroom of always doing things the same way. Definitely challenge yourself and think of new creative assignments or projects that you can introduce into the next upcoming year. And that is pretty much it, you guys. I wanted to keep these tips simple because, again, my first point was rest, and I want to make sure that that is the top of your list, which is why it was my number one. Everything else falls secondary. These are things that I do every year that I know help me feel a lot more organized, not just physically, but also mentally. They clear my head when I know that I have created a list of things that I can do to help prepare me for the next upcoming school year. But of course, make sure that you rest and spend some time for yourself. We're probably all tired of hearing the word self-care, but the truth is we need it now more than ever. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please check out my stickers. Get them out of my room. I will see you all in the next video.